next week.
Oh,
We're live. Yeah, pot. He don't really like doing the shows when you don't be on.
nah.
Joanne ain't gonna be on. Be like, nah.
That's
Man.
right,
It's like what? It's like, cuz it's just you get used to something. The element is missing. Shit ain't the
No.
same.
right, right.
It's like when they scratched old boy car up on next Friday. It's like, is it bad? Yeah, it's bad. Make you not even want to drive
I'm the type of person
it.
that actually get rid of my car. If I get any little type of dent on my car, it's gone. I trade it in.
That's crazy.
I don't think I even care enough.
I
Yeah.
could. I mean, I'm trading my shit in. Honestly. Also, I want to talk about. We on live, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Let me
Oh,
welcome to a this is a blended show. This is a mixture of POD and brainwashed on heavy all in one. It's a Q and A. I am your brother Mordeeb with my co-host DCR and Sister J. Um, Tonight we just going to just chop it up. No particular direction, but just kind of just catching up. And if anybody joins the chat, please come and have questions. And it's just one of them nights, man. We're just kind of chilling and just vibing and so forth and so on. But what's up with y'all? How y'all doing?
Good.
we chilling. I'm chilling.
Great.
I'm good. Hmm.
Like great.
It's a nice. I mean, I'm trying to get some rest in, man. I've been busy. Like, as soon as I go somewhere crazy, it just offsets me for weeks. I'm telling you, if I got to get up at 3 in the morning, travel somewhere, Long Island, whatever, be there at 6 in the morning, that shit fuck my whole entire month up almost. I don't get back on schedule, so I'm kind of still feeling that. And that was like 2 weeks ago, like a week, something
What is
like that.
what is get back on schedule? What's your schedule like?
My schedule is if I'm not assigned to anything in the morning, I come in basically I call before I go to work, but if I want to show up, I show up at 7 o'clock in the morning. But usually when we busy, I show up at get up at 2 in the morning, get back at sometime. If I'm getting up at 2 in the morning, I'm usually getting back the next day at 10 at night. You know what I mean? So, so it's like it's like that. So, but my normal time when we slow, I get up at 7 and probably do some miscellaneous crap and be home by 12. But
Gotcha.
but my times when I get busy, when they get busy, I'm always getting up at 3 in the morning, something like that, and somewhere in New York, be up in New York, somewhere upstate or in the city somewhere at 6 in the morning, trying to deliver something somewhere like that. But I know I got to be in Long Island on Monday at like 6 in the morning. So Sunday is actually a early day for me.
You'll be all right.
Isn't
You
that
Yeah.
should be
annoying?
used to it by now.
Oh.
Huh?
Said you should be used to it by now. You'll be all
Yeah,
right.
but you know what? The thing is, they don't need me until 10 o'clock. But when you go into New York, you don't want to get caught up in traffic. So it's like two. It's a 2 hour drive if I leave at I say around 4 in the morning. If I leave at four, get up around 3, try to get out of here by 4:30, somewhere in there, 4 to 4:30. I can beat traffic. If I leave at 7 o'clock, that's like 5 hours, dog. 2 hours turning into 5 hours, dog. So Cat telling me, well, if you leave at 7 o'clock, we don't need you there. I'm like, get out of here, man. I was like, come on, we've been doing this for the longest. If I leave at 7 o'clock, I probably won't even make it there the time I'm supposed to be there. So I'm gonna get there early and I'm gonna just lay back and get on my
Pot.
phone like I always do. Mm.
You know what? If I didn't call his name, he'd have been going for like 30 minutes about how it's gonna be a long ass drive.
Yeah, man. I just said, yo, I'm actually about to hit 100. I'm about to hit a hundred
Incredible.
thousand, 100,000 hours,
Incredible.
100,000 hours on my GPS now. I if I take off
There you
tomorrow
go.
morning.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Anywho, yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, we don't got no real topic tonight, but just to chime in on things, they said they found a universe, right? Where time is backwards. Like shit is going in reverse. Like how they come up with this shit, man?
It's either they already knew it and they just bringing it to to surface, or they just making niggas confused more.
I
Basically,
don't know. I saw another article where they had a robot, right? And the robot was fixed with a uh embryonic sac.
Oh my gosh, I knew you were gonna say that. One of the nurses that I'm working with now just told me that like a few hours ago.
Yeah. And the robot is able to like carry a baby.
they put this together, right? They built this thing, right?
Yeah. They built it, and I guess they
That's the
artificially
future, man.
inseminate it, and it does what it does. Shit's bugged
That's
out.
the future, man. That's the future. You already know what they're trying to do now. You already know what they're doing now. You already know it now. I mean, that's enough said right there. That's enough said. Makes you, what's the word when you're no longer usable, like needed, indispensable, something like that? What's the word?
I think
Something
stuff like that is possible, but I think it's never a perfect science, which means
Oh, it's never perfect science, but the devil doesn't
it's
care.
gonna go off the rails somewhere and
Yeah.
cause an anomaly, and so it would never be able to compete with the natural biological process. It just it's always some variables where the shit just don't pan out right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy though. You guys ever wonder who comes up with this shit? Like,
You know who comes up with it.
Yeah.
But you're talking about a mindset that is consistently in the mode of survival. So, yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm not really shocked. I'm,
No.
Me either.
I'm like, am I? No, I'm not shocked, but it's like
You're in
I'm
a-
alive to see it. I'm alive to see it. It's crazy.
You're in those times like the things that you knew that was
Oh,
gonna
fuck.
come to fruition in the
Oh,
future.
I gotta block
Yeah.
somebody. Somebody's in the chat. A troll is in the chat.
What'd he say? What's a troll?
I'm not gonna put it on the screen. Shit's bugged out.
What'd he say?
It looks
What'd he
like
say?
it looked like what's the old boy? The
Bricks?
old boy from It. It's a clown. I'm gonna
What'd
take a
he
picture
say?
of this shit, but I'm about to block him though, because that's some wild shit, dog. I'm gonna let
What'd he
y'all see
say?
this later. I'm gonna let y'all see that later. But yeah, that's just
Listen to Pod, like, what the heck?
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that fucking Ice Cube with Worm.
What'd he say?
What'd he say?
Yeah, he got to get blocked. He's up out of there. But nah, he said some crazy shit. I'll let y'all know what that was later, because I want to say that shit on the air. That shit's bugged out. But you know what? We have officially become important.
Yeah, get the troll right.
Hell yeah, it amazes me, but at the same time, it lets you know that you've become important, where they ain't got nothing else better to do but come fuck with your shit.
Right.
You know,
Right.
there's a lot of other people out there they can go fuck with, but they fucking with us tonight. We ain't got no topic, and these niggas is fucking with us. Hell yeah. But nah, everybody in the chat, man. Kudos to y'all. What's up? If anybody has questions, please send them to the chat. Tonight is Q&A, and we off the top with it. And yeah, man, just kind of like one of them nights where we can just chop it up and vent and talk about whatever. But yeah, man, I thought that was crazy about the robot situation, and
That's
them being able to have the grow babies. But they showed you that in the Matrix, where they was actually they was growing us in pods. Yeah, that shit's in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Word up. But yeah, man, it is what it is.
growing the aliens.
No, they were growing us.
No, I'm like in a lot of the movies, like usually you see the aliens like floating in water and connected and all that other stuff. Like,
who the fuck is
but
this? Topic
What?
for the day. Damn, you look old. You. It's another troll nigga. These niggas is off the meter.
Really?
I'll put this shit on the screen.
Oh boy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I can't even see it.
Topic for the day. Damn, you look old, you fuckers. These niggas is
Look
crazy.
better than you. I guarantee you that. Outdo you too.
I wonder who that is. But anyway,
Better to do.
I'll outdo that ass too.
but yeah, man. Shit is the weather has hasn't officially changed down here, but it's a lot warmer. It's gonna be really warm next week, so I'm looking forward to that. I think Omar Flowers. Omar, I know.
Oh, Omar. Oh, we know Omar, man. What's up, Omar? My bad.
Wait a minute. I know Omar ain't coming to the chat like that. This nigga came in hot. Like, oh shit. Omar, what's up, man? Damn, you came in the house straight wilding. What's up, man? He's new. He's new. That's what's up. I'm glad he came through to
Man, we thought you was somebody else, man. He's setting off people and shit, man.
Nah, I don't think that was him earlier though. That was somebody else, some killer clown type shit.
What did they say, Dre? Maybe
I'm gonna tell you later because that shit is bonkers. I was like, what the fuck? Nah, had to get him up out of here. I blocked him though.
But what he said? What he said?
Nah, we run a respectable business here, so I can't be doing that.
Bad?
Yeah, it was something crazy. What up, Omar? What up? What up? But yeah, man, what's been going on with y'all? What's out there in y'all's world?
I'm in DC working.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back to Florida on Monday. It's like 40, 50 degrees here. I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 30, high 20s.
Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. It ain't gonna be nice here either, man. So it's gonna be It's gonna be like probably in the 40s, a little dry, I'm a little dampish and shit. Whatever, man. I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy myself.
Oh, so I checked your movie out.
What movie?
Talking to Jay.
The Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah, the Adjustment Bureau. The movie was good. We talked about it, but I want to officially, get on that. But you got to factor in Hollywood. There's a Hollywood aspect to that. Then there's the love story. But at the same time, there's the science, and they want you to believe that the science could be altered. This is some DCR shit. Like, I'm gonna go against the grain, but it can't be altered. Now, realistically, if people or beings have the power to alter your everyday life at any given moment, just change a variable. Because how many movies have we seen where, like Back to the Future, Cat go back to the future and McFly, he meets his mom and shit, right? And his mom falls in love with him, but it's really her son. That's a big anomaly. So he fuck all that up. He wouldn't even be born. His whole family wouldn't even be born.
Right.
So the thing is, there's laws that govern shit like that, but they had to make it seem like those laws are breakable in that movie. And they're not. Because, yeah. But Coop, the one kind of challenged me on that. And he still accepted the fact that I was right. But he still wanted to say, well, maybe, and I was like, nah, because in the back of your head, exactly what I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. So, but it was pretty dope.
You can't question the universe still. The universe is like a big mathematical pool table. It's like, there's always a way, even though we haven't figured it out, maybe we're not being told the truth about it, but, But the thing is, you guys think about the teachings that, things that we were taught, they have limits, you know what I mean? So from what we learned, maybe it's impossible, but beyond what we learned, maybe it's very possible. You know what I
Well,
mean?
what if
So
we got-
you also
what if
got to
we-
think about that too.
What if we're at a stage where we're just still learning? And what if we're at a
Yeah,
stage
we're
where
always still learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is what if what we deem as possibility is just a stage that we haven't arrived at yet?
Yeah. So so we can't actually say that it's impossible because the universe is an endless thing here. There's always ways to put that math together and find a passage. You know what I
Say
mean?
that
So,
again?
huh?
I didn't hear what she said.
Oh, I said, I was trying to process what you said, but I get what you're saying.
In the
Oh.
movie,
Oh,
in the movie, they're trying their hardest to deter these two people from being together. And the power that they have to do that, there's no way you can override that process. Because once you start going in and moving around variables, you just get a different outcome.
Yeah, you mess up everything.
Yeah. So it didn't make sense to
That's
me
true.
because I understand. Now the person who's watching the movie and they entertain is like, oh shit,
That's like me. I have to go back and watch it again because I think I was so fascinated over the love. Y'all know I love love.
Uh-huh.
you might be happy with overriding instead of dealing with the consequences of the shit that was happening. Maybe they want to take the chance with overriding and go with another way. I mean, whatever comes that way.
That was the theme.
Taking chances.
That was the theme of the movie. Anybody in the chat got any questions on anything or want to talk about anything? Let's come on.
I would like to talk about electric cars.
Nah, we're not doing that, buddy.
No, I'm just saying, but I just got a quick one. I got a quick one.
You're not quick.
A quick one.
Well, I'm gonna just think some quick one. One,
Go ahead.
if electric cars ever became the standard, do you believe that they will be just like cell phones? You know how you buy a cell phone and it's only good for a few years and you got to recycle it and maintain new payments for another cell phone. You got to keep recycling and you'll be paying for the rest of your life. Do you
Good question.
But
do you
isn't
think
that most vehicles?
No, you can pay for a vehicle and keep getting it fixed and stuff like that and getting stuff fixed on it and keep the vehicle. But when it comes down to electric cars and batteries and stuff, it's just like a cell phone. Putting a new battery in an electric car is like getting a whole new electric car. So do you think it would be like
The only reason why I would disagree is with, and I'm gonna give you a real simple.
Remember, I have knowledge on these cars and stuff, man.
When
So
you
go
take a
ahead.
battery out of a car, like your regular car now,
right,
the actual computer in the car, depending on what you do, some of them can not reset, but they'll maintain their position, but certain things will be off. You have to go in and readjust some things once you take the battery out, right? But when you're talking about an electric car, if you remove the battery or replace the battery, it won't set the operating systems of the car.
But I'm trying to say,
if that was true, then you would be right.
no. What I'm saying is
Don't
the
take the battery out, you can fuck up everything.
Costs so much to repair that the cars aren't worth getting repaired. You just turn it in and get another one, like a cell phone, like the same way with cell phone.
Battery. So you're saying the battery's gonna cost more than the car?
Hell yeah, the battery costs like $10,000 for a battery for an electric car, dog.
So how much the car costs?
Depends on a car too. If you get if you get one of them high ones, you might need a even more expensive battery. But the standard is like $10,000. About 10 something just to replace a bad battery. So think about it. Would you rather
look at it like this? Look at it like this,
car, like the phone.
The phone. If that becomes the standard, like somebody in the chat said, it will become the standard. If that became the standard, your ass would be in an electric car. Most people would be in an electric car.
No, but I'm saying
on the highway with a damn with a gas car and shit. Your shit would be an antique.
But what I'm saying is they're brilliant with how they do it because they know when everything, if it ever gets there, if it ever becomes, they're gonna make so much money because you're gonna keep just like a cell phone, like an iPhone. Everybody that got an iPhone is making payments on, like they got to keep get a new iPhone, but they still making payments for the rest of. That's how these cars are gonna hit them the same
I
exact
think
way.
iPhones is a racket, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's how the electric cars on the same level, dog.
If you got a really good iPhone, it's a good fucking phone. They come out with the same phone. They have a few features that are different than the other one, but the features don't even really fucking matter. And people run out and spend the extra money for the shit just to say I have a blase. Here's my thing. If the motherfucker could receive a text message and send an email and check an email and you can talk to a nigga, fuck the phone. Fuck the upgrade.
Yeah, but these phones are only designed to last a certain amount of time.
Who cares? Everything is.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you're gonna constantly be making payments on these
shit turn into a whole.
You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be constantly making payments on a car because that car, you're not gonna want to put all that money into maintaining that car. You might as well get a new one. So you're gonna have this type of insurance where you're gonna just be making car payments forever. When that happens, you're gonna keep getting new electric. You know, you're just gonna keep getting them because the old one is outdated. It's outdated to the system, so it ain't gonna fit in, and you don't want to pay $10,000 to $14,000 to $15,000 for a new battery either. So you're gonna, it's gonna be. That's crazy.
We'll just get to a place in our society where your shit is upgradable, just like software. Call it.
They are upgradable. It's not it's the computer that's upgradable. I'm talking about the batteries. It's the battery, man. The battery problem. And they say people who own Teslas either get them trashed. There's no way to take them to get them fixed. So when something happens to those cars, they usually get another Tesla. Wow. You can't get a Tesla and take it anywhere to get it working. Tesla don't even work on his own cars, dog.
What's the solution? What's the solution, Pot? What's the solution?
I didn't even know that.
What's the solution? What's the solution to this battery thing? Huh?
The solution is I hope they never come to fruition.
Now you know damn well.
I don't think they are though.
Okay. We'll leave that right there.
Around in them because the infrastructure ain't big enough for them yet. It's not even close.
We'll leave that there. That's just like having phones where we can now see each other and talk like the Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons?
The gas cars are gonna stay up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that right there.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna get there eventually, but not nowhere in our time.
Hey, who knows, man? Who knows?
They don't have enough places to charge them. They don't have none of that stuff. It's not enough.
Yeah, figure it out, man.
Guys, but I gotta go back to work.
I could dig it.
All right, Joanne. I guess I'll see you in like 2 weeks.
I guess 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The battery problem is going to be resolved.
All right.
Manufacturing will be cheaper. That's what somebody said. So there you have it, buddy.
Okay. Well, you said, but that's not a fact. You know what I mean? That sounds good.
The battery problem is going to be resolved. Manufacturing will be cheaper. I agree. Simply because if it becomes the standard, then our entire infrastructure moves in that area. You know, it ain't gonna be. I can't say this, but I'm just realistically thinking that if our infrastructure moves to that, they may ban, gas cars. They may have penalties for you having some shit that got emissions and all of that. They may have it where your ass can't even drive that shit on the street. Or if you do, it may be a heavy fine. Or if you do, they may say, hey, you got to pay extra money.
Yeah, you're gonna pay extra money. You're gonna pay extra money to drive them. They can't get rid of them because they're very. The only gas cars, put it this way, they're making the half electric and half motor cars. I think it's gonna go longer. It's gonna be the thing that's really like you get an electric motor and a gasoline motor. I think that's why gas probably won't go up high as hell because really you're getting a mixture of both.
You talking about like a Flex or something?
I mean, that's how they make them. I mean, that's how they make most supercars and sport cars, like the upgraded ones. They have a electric motor and they have a gas motor in them, so they combine the power. So you could run it off gas or you could run it off electric. You know what I mean? So they got they have two motors in them. But the thing about it is, it's gonna be a big problem, man. I don't think it's gonna happen though because electric cars, from what I see, they just aren't good enough. They might be fast, and quiet and corny, but they just cannot beat.
Not what?
They cannot outdo a combustible engine. They just can't.
Okay,
They,
well, I mean that is gonna boil down to preference, but at the same time, the way our society is going, that's who's gonna care about that? You may care about that because
I'm a car enthusiast. I love
exactly.
cars.
I was about to say that.
It's a lot of
car enthusiasts.
You know, it's $1 zillion industry. That's a big industry.
Okay.
Dog.
Somebody said in the chat, just like cell phones, when that brick phone came out, you had to be a doctor to get that bitch because it cost so much. Now look what we got now. So, like I'm saying, we're innovative to a point where
you get the scissors.
We'll fix all that shit, man. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not worried about that.
I'm not worried about it, but I love gas combustible cars. I mean, I don't like it.
You know, you may be able to just keep one and park that shit in your garage.
I think electric cars are corny.
That's a personal choice.
And I've seen some dope. The only ones I like is the ones that cost $2 million.
Okay. So.
Those are the only electric cars that I like, but I still wouldn't choose them over a naturally aspirated V12 or V8, any of that.
Because like the world gas and oil and all that. You a fumer, man.
No. But see, hold up. But you know what? You got to think about this too. It's not that they're actually better. They're just trying to make them better. And that's the problem, because what they're doing is with the emissions thing, they're trying to see the emissions is what's keeping the combustion motors from outperforming them.
But here's the thing.
So that's what they're trying to do right now. Like, oh, you can't do this and that. So your car is going to be limited to a certain type of performance. But electric cars can do it because they don't have the emission issues. So they can take them further. But see, the real thing is combustion engines are really better if they could take them all to their max.
Now, how many people going to be thinking like you, and who's going to care? That's the thing.
Billions of people. I told you, the biggest industry. I mean, you know, there's millionaires in this thing, man. That wants these cars. You got more regular consumers, right? Who make this thing work. That is true.
Who ain't gonna care at the end of the day? They're not gonna care.
Yeah, no.
Sheeple can be conditioned to love some shit. It might not be the greatest shit for them, but they can be conditioned enough to go ahead and follow the line. Come on, dog. After what we just went through,
yeah. but I do know that
conditioning people to.
I know with the other thing. Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. And they ain't even try. It wasn't even hard. It was like more or less, you know what? Let me put up an ad on a bus and give out some free hamburgers or something. It's just that easy.
Electric car, man. Every time I think about it, I think about weirds and queers and
that's you, man. That's
what man wants to drive around a car that don't make noise? I'm sorry, man. That's
a DCR thing, man. I just want to get
to
the point. That's
not manly to me, man. It's good for women maybe to drive an electric car, but saying
I want to get where I'm going, man. That's want to get where I'm going. I hate loud ass cars. I hate them.
That's sad.
A car could be loud for no reason. I'm like, why?
That kind of car that's loud for no reason is kind of. But I'm saying cars that's designed to make nice noises. Ain't nothing like hearing a Lamborghini V12 or.
Who's driving that? A lot of people are not driving that. But I'm just saying, man. That's just my 2 cents on that. Get to the point where it's like on Back to the Future, where you can just put trash in that motherfucker and just go. Drop a banana peel in the back and some sort of a can of tuna in that motherfucker and just go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a stinking breakdown.
I'm just saying, whatever. You just put whatever in there and it'll break it down and it'll go. You know, that's the deal with that.
Can do that too. They can do that too. They can make them run off anything they want. They trying to make them run off what that stuff is. It petroleum? No, it ain't petroleum. What the hell they got? They're trying to run them off.
It is what it is.
It's a nitrogen, I think. Something like that. I don't know.
It is what it is.
But yeah, man. It is what it is, man.
You got on another note, man. You got a lot of cats who think that what you think about? You think the Earth is flat, or you think it's round?
My whole thing about the Earth, honestly, man,
is it flat or is it round? You on?
I don't know.
So don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit about I don't know if I'm on Earth, nigga. Don't give me that now. Is it flat or is it round?
You know how I go, man.
You are here.
Yo, this is how I see it, man. They swear that it's like they giving us numbers and they giving us images that they probably haven't even discovered. You know what I mean? I just believe this is all a projection of bullshit, dog. I just don't know what the Earth really is anyway.
Oh, so you ain't answer the question. Somebody
I
in
ain't
the chat
never
said
been
that
in
motherfucker's
space to
round.
yeah, but I ain't never been in space to give a mathematical. You know,
Okay, so
I haven't been there to say if it's round or flat. I
okay,
haven't been there.
so we've
If
been
space
taught.
even is real, shit. But
We've been taught that
but
it's round, right? That's what they teach us. It's round.
it
Now
makes sense to be round, I would think. But go ahead.
you got people now saying that motherfucker flat. They got proof and all this other shit, and NASA's lying and blah blah blah. So you
That's
got two
possible.
sides. It's possible. And you got two sides of the spectrum. You ain't answered the question yet. Do you think it's round or do you think it's motherfucker flat?
I can't answer the question because I can't lower my intelligence to their equations.
So basically, you just say you don't know. I don't know if it's round or
No,
flat.
I don't know if it's either one or they not me either one of them. So I can't even give a statement on it because I'll be ignorant to actually think within their scripture. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna throw you something and tell you this, and your whole mindset is on what they told you. When you got to think beyond them, because you got to remember, we here under their rules and under their control and their power. It's all about profit and business here. So
you got to
we don't
question
even know
everything.
what the hell the Earth is. We don't know if the Earth is just something that never has an ending. You probably could travel on this bitch for the rest of your life, or the, you know what I mean, like, and never find anything. You know what I mean? Like so.
You could just it's possible you could just go. You just
fly and go and go. And they probably hide and think about it. If you think that, put it this way, that's like limitations when you say the Earth. Not saying that round is not, you know what I mean? It sounds good, but the thing is, the Earth might be multi-dimensional, and at the same time, they don't want to reveal its true, its true structure, like, where you can go beyond land, like you can go beyond, like it's out there. We're probably surrounded by so much and we don't even know it. Our limits is a map. Our map is a limit.
You got some people who say because they got a no-fly zone in Antarctica. This is like fact. You can look it up. But you got countries, they got a treaty where they've agreed that no one will go there to that region and set up shop or build shit or live or do anything. It's just it's a no man's land. Nobody is allowed to go there for whatever reason. Some people say this is the edge. This is the edge that we talk about where there's an ice wall. If you go past the ice wall, then it's a whole some new shit, right?
Probably a whole new dimension. We go ahead, you know what I mean? Like it might be a dimensional roller coaster here, like they probably, like I said, we might be captivated in this world of, we believing in that this thing is round, but really it's so small, and there's so much other shit on the Earth that we don't know nothing about, or this Earth thing is probably endless. So you know what I mean? Like it could be a lot of, it could be so much. We got to throw away everything that they tell us. We just got to throw it away, man. Throw it away, because ain't nothing.
It's round because factual. Say you are driving or flying west. If it's flat, you have to stop somewhere. I mean,
yeah, but see, that the thing is, that can go forever, though. I mean, it might see, they're going by a map, but the thing is, the map don't have to be what they say it is. The map can be. You know what I mean?
I will say this, and this is a fact. Look it up. The maps have been changed and altered. Our map was different. If you go back, back in the day, they changed the maps up for whatever reason. But keep in mind, when pilots are flying planes, they have to travel a certain route. There's a certain route that they just cannot fly. Look that up too. For whatever reason, they have to stay in a certain zone. I don't know why. But there was an expedition back in the day, Admiral Byrd. You grew up in America in high school here, you learned about Admiral Byrd, but he was the one that was sent down to Antarctica But he did an expedition. He went down there and he said he found a whole new shit, whole new world, whatever the fuck, and came back. And then they sent the Navy down there with this dude. When they got there, Hitler was already down there, set up shop and shit. So there was a whole big, situation about that. Some fighting and all that type of stuff. But yeah, look up Admiral Byrd, man, the story with Antarctica and all the shit that our government know about that. So in my opinion, there's something out there either under the ice or past the ice that they don't want niggas to know. Right. That's real talk.
Beyond the map. Put it that way. It's something beyond that map. That map is probably so small. You think it's round, but that map is probably a small part of this thing that we on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got some other shit going on. They really don't want nobody to know. But you have a lot of world leaders. They go down to fucking Antarctica, man. They be meeting up and shit. I think it's aliens down that motherfucker. Straight up.
I think it's more like whoever's on the outskirts or in those other dimensions control this place here. That's what
it might be a door. It might be a door there where they go down there and go through that shit and go somewhere else and
whole another world and feed off our energy. Who knows? I mean, we could be developing stuff for them, technology advancing. We could be used for people that's we developing and
But we what? The best movie for that is Tomorrow's War. You saw that shit, right?
Never heard.
You saw Tomorrow's War. Where the our future Earth came to our present time and said there was a war because they was fighting those fucking those things were.
Yeah.
And whatever they were, they came here and it was in Antarctica under the ice. Remember that shit?
Right. It's funny how a lot of things come from Antarctica.
X-Files. If you ever watch X-Files, the movie, everything was under the fucking ice. The aliens, all that shit was under the ice. So, give or take, I don't know, some strange shit going on down there. It is what it is.
Ain't the only place though, Shada. You know what I mean? It's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of restrictions to places, and like that's not even on a map. You know what I mean? You look at the Earth, the everything about it is a lot of stuff that's here that they won't even put on there. The globe, all of that, to me is fiction, man.
I think once we find out all of this stuff and it can't be hidden anymore, history as we know it, the Earth history as we know it will have to be changed and altered. It'll shatter everything. So you got to understand why they have to maintain a level of secrecy when it comes to shit like this, because it could destabilize everything we fucking been taught.
Yeah,
that means we got to question everything in our books. We got to change.
Well, we do now. We are. There are us people out here that do question everything, because I notice everything that they tell us what's right or what's good for us and everything is always the wrong path, because you see it. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me that this is bad, but really it's good. Everything that's bad is a step, is like a stepping stool to get through that bad thing and become something greater. So basically, people are running away from the direction where they need to be going, mentally and physically. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. It's like a delusional wall. You know what I mean? The teachings is just a wall with limits. And that's how we speak. We speak in limits, because we always saying that this ain't possible. That ain't, because they taught us this, man. Their information has limits, and that's why they teach. They gave us a book of limits. So our whole lifestyle is based on limits and belief. If we believe in the universe, if you truly believe in the universe, there's walls beyond walls beyond walls. But there really ain't no walls. It's just how intelligent you are to get to the next level. You know what I mean?
That agree. I think certain level of information has created arrested development in our population. It's kind of stunted our growth somewhat, but I believe at some point in the very, very, very near future, we're going to have a situation where we're just going to have to deal with the reality of somebody lied, and we're going to have to just bite the bullet on that and just grow the fuck up real fast. When shit
what's happening too? What's happening now is the way the world is being groomed right now. It is possible that control is being lost, because
But I told you that.
Yeah, true indeed. I'm just saying, but it's because you got to think about, in order to run this country, you need comrades to be a part of running this country. A lot of these, the grooming right now don't even care. You know what I mean? It's like, it's more like nothing's gonna hold. You know, it's structured because nobody wants to hold it together anymore. You know what I mean? It's like everybody just.
Well, you know, you losing control when you have to consistently exert more levels of clamping down on people and on society.
That's what's happening.
When you got control of something, you don't have to keep reinventing or inventing ways to maintain control. That means your first control paradigm worked and now it's failing. Now you got to invent some new shit to clamp down even harder.
Right.
And that shit only is going to last for so long. And now you got to create some new shit. So they're consistently creating these control paradigms where the old shit is failing.
Right.
You know, and that's what they call the force of entropy. Nature is breaking shit down consistently at every moment. Even us.
You can't hold it. You can't hold it captive because that's his whole. That's the most beautiful thing about nature is its existence is to adapt and overcome. So how much can you possibly throw at nature? Nature is going to be nature. You know what I mean? Like you said, is you cannot stop something that feeds off the net going to the next level. It's like it's nothing you can do. You can hold it, you can slow it down, but when you try to slow it down, it just gets stronger. You make it act. You know what I mean? So
let me ask you a question, and this is like on another subject, something that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to keep it just 100 on this shit. As men, you know, we like, I know I do, I like women, right?
Right.
And you know, women are they're beautiful. They're beautiful creatures. I mean, they're just something that, you know, being somebody who's in tune with the natural order of things is just one of them things that, aside from good food, because you know, good food is like
that's better.
Yeah, good food is out there when it comes to just enjoying aspects of life.
Yeah, eating some food and just looking at a picture of greatness. It ain't nothing like food combination. Actually, the combination of all of them is the great recipe.
So, and the point I'm making here is, you know, like women are like biological good food to me, right? And that's a compliment to the sisters. The thing is, you know, I've noticed a trend, and I've been a part of the problem, but at the same time, I'm evolving out of the problem. When you go on Instagram, right, and like a lot of social media, you know, whatever, and you see females, and don't get me wrong, you know, looking at, you know, a nice juicy pineapple and all the good, you know, attributes that the sisters have. I'm keeping it clean. I can be real niggery with this right now, but I'm keeping this shit clean. But it's gotten to a point where I feel like women are degrading themselves to a point where
it's
they
normal.
feel like they gotta show their ass.
Yeah, they got to, right? They, especially when they start getting in shape. You ever seen one that's like she really isn't in the best shape, but once she start exercising, you know, they always show their lifestyle. So once she start exercising and get a little shape, she turned into a whole different animal. Like first, like she's like this good animal because she don't want, you know, I guess she feels that she's not attractive enough and all that. But once she start getting that spark and getting that shape and start looking at herself, then she turns into this outrageous animal. I mean, we see it every day on, you know, social media and all that. It's like they don't do that. They don't show no pictures of themselves, like any videos or anything. But when they start showing them, like, you know, pictures in the gym and stuff like that, then all of a sudden they get to this certain peak from being in the gym, from being dedicated. Then all of a sudden it's all kinds of ass out of control pictures with them. They start going crazy because I think the thirst gives them power. The thirst of men because I know men get thirsty once they start looking good like that. Their inboxes get all loud, and they start feeling like they get
I
over their
mean,
head.
yeah, that's a I get all that, but my thing is, it has become a culture
Yeah,
of ass and showing skin and butt and
right.
let me put my butt out and butt and ass, butt and titties and butt and ass and butt.
Yeah,
Like, to myself, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm a man. I like looking at this shit too.
yeah. Sure
But
indeed.
one day I just had an epiphany, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where is the level of, okay, you bad, but damn, are you intelligent? Do you have a career? Are
Right.
you a loving parent? Are you good to your kids? Like, what else do you have that you want to put on Front Street that we can see and be like, you know what? That's commendable. She accomplished this, she accomplished that, she got this going on, she's representing this, she's representing that. It's just ass.
But the thing is, though, see, the whole problem with that is they're gonna find themselves. It's more like they kind of selling themselves. It's more like they feel like when they look like that, and when they got when they enter themselves, they feel like they deserve a certain type of man. They deserve a certain type of They feel like the better they look, the more wealthier their partner should be. Or because once they start getting big headed about how they look, they look at themselves over most average income guys or most average dudes. They're always looking for the money. Like they just looking for the money.
But I think those dudes are flawed, in my opinion,
Oh
because
yeah, but come on, not them.
the dudes are flawed. Because here's my thing. Here's my thing. Whether I have money or not, even if I had mad dough, here's the thing. I still wouldn't want to be with a sister
Me either.
who felt like that was the thing that she had to put on Front Street
No,
to be. Like, I wouldn't go scoop her up.
No, but
now keep in mind, I want one that's eye candy, that's easy on the eyes. But at the same time, I want a lady, man.
Right. All men want that though. The thing is, they think that
niggas don't want ladies. Niggas want that shit that they see.
No, they want that for entertainment, for like they don't like
to a degree. I agree with you.
I don't see it when I look at most women that do that. I don't look at them as a somebody to marry or anything like that. I just look at them just like every other brother look at them, as a sex object. Or
okay, you know what? By you saying that, that goes into the reason why I brought this topic up, is because I don't think a lot of sisters are really understanding the fact that you are enticing an aspect of a man that ain't got shit to do with being a mate or wife or parent or mother to a child.
Right.
That's the only part of us that you are stimulating, nothing else.
Right.
So when the dude looks at you in that way and only meets you halfway on some shit like that, but realistically, I know deep down inside, she wants to be treated like a lady. She wants to be. She wants him to claim her. She want to be the wife. She want to be the female that he takes and makes his own.
Right.
But look at the means and the format at which you're going about it. Like, I met you on some freak shit, but I know deep down inside you a person. You feel. So my thing, man, I don't know. I just feel like right now shit's way out of control. Like, I know people from other countries be looking at our women like sex objects, basically.
Right. But you gotta think about it, man. That's like they're exploring like I said, the world is changing and people are expressing who they really are inside. You know how females used to hide and try to be a lady, respectful lady and all that stuff? The demons that's inside of them is now okay. Now they can express their demons. They listen to the worst rap music in the world. The shit that they listen to is worse than the shit back. They are attracted to that crazy music and all that freaky shit, all that stuff, man. So it's like it's going to show you that they hated what women actually listen to rap music that really has meaning to it. It's always the other way around. It's always, you know, either sex, money, and drugs, whatever, or, you know, it's always a violent, you know, it's always violent. So it's like, damn. So when we was listening to rap music, it was on some positive shit. When men were really listening to rap, you know, rap music. Now that the music switched over to the thought shit and all that shit, they love that shit. They love all that thought shit, but they were against all that. But it seemed like they showing their true colors on like what they really felt inside. They just felt that it was wrong to society to be that way. Now society is saying it's okay to shake your ass. It's okay to be that, you know, that
What up,
person
Rick?
who you were. You know what I mean?
I don't even think that was a inner demon that they kept inside. I think that was programming, and I think we gave birth to that demon. I think when you have young parents who come up in that age where we'll start getting into that phase where the music is fucked up and the culture is wow. I think you start giving birth to those type of energies, and it starts to show itself once those generations, you know, sprout up as a result of what we're dealing with right now. We gave birth to the shit we seeing right now. That's our creation.
That's true. That's true.
I think the
What's up, Rick?
fuel that's poured on that is by the system. We gave birth to it, and the system feeds it to keep it going, and keep it going, and keep it going, and keep it going. But
And they starting to get a little more X-rated on you know, social media too. They starting to get a little more with the skin. It's starting to be allowed. A lot of stuff is starting to be allowed.
Ricks, you muted.
Yeah, I know I had a lot of background noise.
Oh, okay. What's up?
What's up, Rich?
Hey, no, it was good.
Chilling, man.
All right.
Chilling. Talking about I brought up the fact that, you know what I'm saying, as men, we love women, and
Yeah.
but I've noticed that when you go on social media, you know, a lot of sisters, and like I said, I done played my part in this because I be looking at ass too on social media. But it seems like I had an epiphany one day. It's like, this is all sisters want to do. Like,
Yeah.
if they ain't showing no ass or whatever, or they got a OnlyFans and all this shit, it's like, what worth are you bringing to the table? Like, this shit is out of control.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. It's like, you know, if it's not a picture of them showing their beauty or whatever, it's, you know, it's nothing positive to say. It's just body shots, and even if they don't have the body, you get face shots. You know.
Yeah, but see, that's what I was just talking about, Rick. It's like, okay, first they give face shots, but then when they get in shape and go to the gym, you would think that first they innocent, but once they start developing themselves in the gym, they start being like the other chicks. They start throwing their ass out there.
It's the temptation, I guess.
Yeah. They start feeling special, man, and you know it ain't. And plus, men actually with the thirst of men actually give them more ego about it. So you got a lot of thirsty cats out there, man. Thirsty.
And they
Yeah,
get all this attention. You gotta understand, people, you know, direct messaging, all that, all the likes, that, you know, that makes, you know, you want some confidence, you want to feel good. I get it to that extent, but it's becoming too much.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, like sisters want like when you peel back all the layers of the debauchery, right? You got a human being, a sister, who at the end of the day want love and respect and be a part of a family and all that type of shit at the end of the day when you peel all the fabric back of all the shit they got going on. So it's like, damn, but you attracting men, you enticing men from their lower nature.
Right, who just want a certain type of thing. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? You're not gonna get the men that's gonna respect you, protect you. You know, you won't
But
get
they
those.
also think they're too good for us too, though. Like some of them think that they deserve a rich man. So you know, what I mean, a lot of them.
That's my philosophy on shit like that is, take a gold digger for instance. A gold digger could never get me for my money, right?
Me either.
Because we've already justified within ourselves, you know what I'm saying, what we going to give up and how we going to give it up and what you got to do for us to give it up. So I think when you have certain people saying, you know, you can't get this and you can't get that. I think all that shit is an illusion, man. It boils down to this. Shit is only going to work on a motherfucker who allows that shit to work on them.
Let me tell you something, dog. I met this chick maybe a couple of days ago. I mean, I ain't gonna say no name. This chick, I friended her. I mean, on Facebook. You know, nice looking, attractive chick, and I'm thinking, okay, she talking to me and stuff, right? I'm like, what's the trick behind all this shit? So I was like, are you really the real person behind this? Is the, you know what I mean? Like just taking her through some stuff, you know, chatting and shit. All right, boom, boom, boom. So all right, it's all good. I was like, you know, we plan something, whatever. You come down, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, whatever. The next morning, she texts me, "Good morning," right? I'm like, okay, good morning, whatever, right? Then 5 minutes later, can you send me some money? I was like, yo, I texted back. I was like, really? Already, yo? I was like, fucking ready, yo? You already gonna throw that shit on me already? I'm like, yo, I don't play that game, yo. You gotta come down here if you want anything from me. You gotta come and meet my ass. I ain't sending nothing to no face. I'm in no, what do you call that? That money shit you send over, the money apps and all that. Yeah, cash apps. I was like, yo, I don't play that game. And, you know, I was just saying in my mind, I was like, I knew it was gonna happen, man. These chicks act like niggas is all sense or some shit. I don't give a shit no money if I don't know you. You crazy.
So what'd you say? She didn't fuck with you after
that? No, I just told her that, and then you know, she's like, she just needed some money. I'm like, listen, man. The only way you gonna get any kind of money out of me is, like I said, you gotta bring your ass physically to me. That's the only way you gonna get anything out of me. I don't do that cash app and, you know, sending money to a chick I don't even know. I don't even play that game. So you gotta really bring yourself face to me and let me know who you are before I even think about anything like that. So I was like, and then she still, so, you know, we ain't talked for a while because she's like, please. I was like, I don't know you. I don't know you. So,
but you gotta look at a level of respect that you have for yourself to ask a motherfucker for money you don't even
exactly know. Man. I'm like, I guess I ain't the only cat either. You know, if you just came out of the next day to ask me for some money.
Yeah, they just testing the waters. That's all that was. She was testing the waters.
But that she's still true, because for every nigga that every cat that she asks for money, let's say she asked 20 dudes, everybody ain't gonna say no.
Right.
Sometimes that's the goal. You know, everybody not gonna say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. She probably getting a lot of money from cats on social media and figured I was another sucker or some shit, man. So I'm like, I ain't no sucker, man. I ain't even into it like that, man. Ain't nobody I ain't giving sending nobody. If you ain't giving me nothing, I mean, you could give me something. I'll give you some money. We could trade, but you ain't just gonna sit there and I ain't gonna be no sucker and just.
No, it has to be a fair exchange. It definitely has to be a fair exchange.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get free money from me and disappear.
It's bugged out.
But like Dre said, somebody doing it.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out there that actually do that. That's why they do it. Because there's a lot of cats out there that do it.
And you know what? And that goes for just about anything in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know people like that they don't have restrictions on what they want in life. They're gonna ask. People say you don't ask, you won't receive. The thing is, you may get people that's gonna tell you no, but you're gonna have a level of percentage of people who are gonna tell you yeah at the same time. I tested this theory out at the barbershop, right? And what pisses me off sometimes is if I've been cutting your hair for like 10 years, and every time you get out the fucking chair, you're talking about how much is the cut.
Damn.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, that's wild right there.
What you mean? How much is the cut, nigga?
I want that discount, you know.
Yeah. You see, so you know what I start doing? I start upcharging this shit $10 over what the cut is. So if the cut, let's say if the cut 25, right?
Right.
I'd be like, give me $35. Immediately a nigga look up like, I thought you didn't know how much the cut costs. Right? Now you remember. But here's the funny shit though. Here's the funny shit though. You're gonna have people. I've had people where they've probably been getting their hair cut 10 years by me. They hit me with the how much is the cut shit again. I say, you know what? Give me $40. Niggas go in their wallet looking for the 40. Right? So no, they'll go in and they'll get the 40. So here's the thing. I said, nah, man, it's not 40. Your service that you just got is not 40. But here's my point. I've been cutting your hair 10 years and you still asking me how much the cut is, and you know how much the cut is. So if you're gonna ask me a goofy question about how much the cut is, I'm gonna tell your ass $40.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna pay it, give it up.
Yeah.
Just to teach niggas a lesson, like, yo, man, what you doing?
So playing mind game. What they trying to
You know, they're hoping. I guess they'll be hoping that you give them a deal. You know, when they say how much, like maybe you'll give them a deal. Like you know how everybody expecting a deal. Like maybe he'll say $15.
That's what I say. It should be out of respect. If you know what I'm saying, if that's your man, that's your barber. Pay your barber. You know what I mean? With your barber, you know what I'm saying. Need to get paid. Why get it? Why want a discount? I don't get that side of it.
How much is the cut? Man, it's been at this shit damn near a decade. Like, you know what? Like, you know what? Just give me $50, man. We good. $50? Oh, so you know it ain't 50, nigga.
Right.
That shit is bugged the hell out. So now, Sign, I know what you. I got another question. And I know what DCR gonna say about this shit. How we know that? How we know that? So scientists have come up with this thing where they found, shit. I want to say 100 inhabitable systems nearby to us. Now I do have a question. Like, they basing that shit on suns, because you know stars are basically suns and shit. But the thing is, they're speculating that if you have a sun, then you have celestial bodies orbiting that motherfucker.
It's like an atom.
Yeah. So how? But my thing is this: how you know? And this goes back to Don't Look Up. You seen that shit, right?
Yeah, definitely seen that.
That's a good movie. You ain't never seen that movie?
I've seen
At the end of Don't Look Up, you had people who were so rich and powerful, they felt like, you know what? If the earth is going to get fucked up, we going to save ourselves. Fuck y'all. Right? We found a planet that's inhabitable based on their calculations, but they ain't never been there.
Right.
So at the end of the movie, they get in the little ship and shit, and then they get in those little pods, and then they go to sleep. They incubate for I forgot how long they was incubating. Then when they landed on this quote unquote inhabitable planet, they get out, and the shit look like paradise. Until they see this fucking beautiful ass. That shit look like a you ever see the little cartoon? You ever see the cartoon Up?
I don't remember that.
Where the dude put all the balloons on his house and shit, and his house was floating.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
okay, I know what you're talking about.
It's some kid movie shit. My kids used to watch that shit. But anyhow, there was a big ass bird in that cartoon. They called it a snipe. A fucking snipe. But anyway, in the movie, man, they get off the fucking ship and they see this fucking bird, a beautiful ass bird, but the bird wound up eating their ass, fucking everybody up. So my thing is this: just because by your standard you're saying that this planet is inhabitable and you ain't never been there, how the fuck you know?
Right.
And there may be beings there that might not even be hospitable to y'all showing up.
Right.
They be trying to set niggas up for failure.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny though? The Earth still got exploded anyway, right? I think Earth still got destroyed though, right? In that movie. Earth was done though in that movie, right?
It was dying something, right? The Earth was dying or something.
Yeah, the Earth was like, oh, I think the Earth was done though. So either way,
yeah, it was. It was,
So
but
them
they
taking
didn't
a
have
chance
to go that
was
far.
just as equal and staying there to die or go somewhere else and take a chance. So you got to think about it too. I mean, even though they got their ass eaten up, it was a better choice than staying on Earth to get, you know, obliterated, because everybody on Earth got obliterated. So
Somebody said they know because they in contact. It's
they,
possible.
you know what the thing is, they did know. They already know for years. This ain't nothing new. You
There's
know, everything that
frequencies
they're
out there
doing ain't nothing
that
new.
they are in contact with. I do believe that. They
Yeah,
tap
It
into
ain't nothing
certain
new.
frequencies.
yeah. They definitely that would be the smart thing to be in contact with a motherfucker before you just show up and shit or try to show up.
But you got to think about this. It's not even contact. It's something that was already probably been established years ago. Like I said,
Of
we
course.
are living in a shell. We are in a shell. You know, everything that we taught on this planet, where we standing, where we sitting in this system, we are on a shell. Everything on the exterior, we know nothing about. Whatever these people that run this whole thing, they know just about everything. They know that there's life on probably the planet. There's a planet next door that we don't even know that's actually next door. It's all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? There all kinds of shit out there. You know, just like York was saying. There's all kinds of shit out there, man. It's all kinds of civilizations and shit like that.
And I think part of our evolution is we're really supposed to be acclimated to this type of shit.
Yeah.
This is not supposed to be something that we gotta
It's a prison.
guess at or try to figure out. It's supposed to be the natural order of things. It should be natural for us. If there were beings on Mars right now, it should be natural for us to have some sort of contact with them, dealing with them. They should be here. Some of us should be there. Like in interstellar travel and just chilling with these motherfuckers and learning about different shit. But I think at a point we're just gonna have to deal with that reality that it's gonna be out for everybody to see, and we're just gonna have a hard pill to swallow when it comes down to digesting all of that.
Yeah.
Hey man, this can be like you gotta think about how us too, like how we physically made and everything. You know what I mean? You just gotta look at us like we don't really match any animal on this planet. We don't match nothing that's naturally, with the environment, with the trees and everything. We came here and built shit and cut shit down. None of this matches us. None of this matches us who we are. So you got to think about it. We made the atmosphere actually adjust to us, or, you know what I mean? So we got to think about it. Like the Earth is like everything that's here is adjusted to our lifestyle and our living. So it ain't like you take away these houses and everything else and all that stuff. And you had our trees and animals and all that stuff. Where do we fit in? Where our bodies ain't really designed to handle all the stuff in the environment. So it's just a lot of stuff like we not.
That's where evolution comes in. Evolution
Yeah.
is a natural
I
mechanic
understand that.
of our growth.
I understand evolution, but the whole thing about evolution is evolution might be a little bit twisted a little bit because everything that we evolved from still exists right now. So
well, I'll say this. When you talking about what we evolved from, that's in debate.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I know for a fact we are evolving to something, but what we evolve from is up for debate.
Right.
Because that whole scenario it's a little jaded, man. But the bottom line is evolution is a mechanic of creation. People don't like to hear the term evolution, but the bottom line is when a child is conceived, that child is not even a child first. So it got to go through an evolutionary process of 9 months to get to what we call a baby. That's evolution on a very short scale. Then you got shit that evolved from thousands, if not millions of years. So when you hear that term evolution, people kind of get a little cringy because it's been weaponized and used to distort true history, especially when it comes to human beings. But the bottom line is it is a mechanic of life. Shit evolves and changes. That's just what it does.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, but you still gotta think like, are we really from Earth, or are we just believing all the shit that they say in the past that we are from Earth? You know what I mean? Like, how can you really believe in all that? You know what I mean? Because to me, if you look at it, how did we even sleep properly without beds and all that shit? Like, it seemed like nothing on Earth actually fits our physical. Like what, you know what I mean? Like nothing. It's like we build everything around us to make us comfortable or to be able to relax, like a chair.
I don't know what that means.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, but every animal is designed to be a certain way. Like, if you look at four-legged animals and all that, they can lay down a certain way.
But you can't compare us to animals.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But they fit the habitat.
You know why?
We don't fit the habitat at all.
You know why?
Physically.
You know why?
Go ahead.
Because consciousness, in order for consciousness to do what it does to its, in order for consciousness to do what it does to this degree of where we are now, it needs a human body.
But a human body should be more adaptive.
It is more adaptive. What you mean?
If you take away all this beds and all this stuff,
okay,
you think you'll really be comfortable laying on the hard ass fucking ground?
It's not about comfortability; it's about survival.
I'm just saying, but saying our bodies aren't designed to do a lot of things without the things that we build around us to make. Like, we build things to fit us. Like, we build.
But that's what consciousness does.
I know that's what consciousness does.
That's
but
what
you
it
still
does.
gotta start from somewhere.
We did start from somewhere. You think we always had fucking comfortable beds to sleep in?
No, but I don't see where our bodies have anything about it. I don't know. Evolution.
Listen, we had a portion. Evolution. We had a portion of us, and I'm just going to give you a quick example. But there was a portion of us when we were in bondage. You slept in the barn with the damn animals, and you made the best of it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying our bodies don't. There is nothing flat about our bodies to be able.
Your body don't have to be flat to be comfortable.
And comfort. Oh yes, they fucking do.
No, it doesn't.
You'll have all types of fucking bone displacement and all kinds of shit laying down on one side, left side.
Spine.
No.
I said sleep upside down, get your spine realigned.
Yeah.
So it's not one way, but you're gonna understand that may be bad for you, but for somebody else back then, you know, sleeping in mangers and sleeping in barns on hay and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we're talking about something that's already built. I'm talking about before all this shit.
You don't build hay?
Hay and all that shit. Yeah.
You don't build hay?
No, I'm saying, but that's like a barn, like you said, but that's like, man, that's like made stuff. I'm talking about without all of that stuff. Like, where do
I'm confused. So we existed in a space of nothing. Like,
no, I don't believe that this planet isn't custom for us. I believe that we are from somewhere else, and they shadowed us with this bullshit story.
I would agree to one aspect. This planet was inhabited by us. We're not from here. But
exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. This is not us.
You got to understand something. Consciousness builds worlds.
That's true.
So you're not supposed to be in a place where you're not comfortable. You're supposed to make it comfortable. What do you mean?
So I'm concerned about where is our true evolution home. That's all.
Okay, like, so you need to ask a different. So you need to ask a different question.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, where are human beings really, like, the source? Are we just space explorers? Are we like really just space wanderers? Do we, because because we evolve around intelligence. So if anything, I would think we were more something to do with what's out there than here.
But what if out there? But there's a saying: "As above, so below." So what if what you see around you is just a reflection of where we're from?
Mm. That's true too.
At least that's how our ancestors got down, because they brought a reflection of the heavens down to the earth, and they built that shit. So what you see here is what exists somewhere else also, just in a more maybe pristine state, a more advanced state, but it's the same shit. because they got Egyptian hieroglyphics with fucking helicopters and light bulbs and all types of advanced shit on the wall in Egypt.
Yep.
And now we using or have made those technologies now, but them shits was on the wall back in tombs and shit carved out of rock. So come on, man.
Niggas carved themselves in rocks and shit for dominance. Yo, that shit funny as hell to me, man.
No, that just shows you visitors always, you know what I'm saying? That shit's been around. I think it's just covered up a lot more.
Yeah.
But visitors definitely they've contacted visitors, so to speak.
It's just that we have a distorted relationship with shit like that.
Yeah.
Because of our education, because of movies. We make fun of it and they make movies about it to make shit seem hostile and crazy, but what if when you watch Star Wars, that is a place, or those are places
right
that are natural to our past history that was off world.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the technology came from contact with visitors. A lot of this technology, a lot of this knowledge.
That's a
what
fact.
But what if this is already technology from us though? Like, we so intelligent, maybe, because we seem to be very intelligent. Like, our brains are so advanced. Maybe we are the extraterrestrials. It's just that people keep us in the more in the shell. But the ones on the exterior that control all this are just like us. It's just that they've been exposed to more of it, and it's like they're kind of keeping us on a low level. We are probably capable of everything that's going on because we are thinking machines. You know what I mean? So
I wouldn't say it's a lower level. I would just say we have to learn from somewhere.
We might be the extraterrestrials, though.
I mean, if you want to use that term, man incarnated here. We took on bodies to be here, so that lets you know that our original home. Well, first of all, it lets you know that our bodies is not our original form. Number one, and number two, our original form came from somewhere else. But governments back in the day, according to certain documents and things, that they had contact with off-world beings, but in exchange for certain technologies and shit. That's how we got certain craft that we have and their ability to, do what they do, because they made treaties and deals with, beings from off-world. They just keep
what if they are beings from off-world, or what if that's just the bullshit? What if they are beings that's running this shit from off-world? What if they are the motherfuckers that they that you say that they've been in contact with? What if they are them? What if they're keeping their own self, like a
that could be true, but you know what I'm saying? We won't be able to really fully digest that until the shit go down.
Because it seems like all our beliefs isn't with their story. It's like we're in their story. We're basically living in their book. That's what I said. Everything that we talk about is in their book. It's not beyond. It's like all the information that we're giving even to each other right now is written in their book and what they gave us. We're not looking at who the hell they are. Or they keep themselves a mystery as being they. Shit.
That's why we say most of it, not all of it. I'll say most of it, not all of it.
They can't tell us the truth. I mean, truth is always in everything, but when you start really looking at it,
our folks, they wrote down a lot of shit. They carved a lot of shit. They left us a blueprint. But the biggest
blueprint was all burnt and destroyed, dog.
No, let me finish my statement.
Go ahead.
They had so many different levels of leaving behind instructions. But the biggest thing they left instructions on was our DNA code. All that shit's in your DNA code. All that information, all that off-world shit, all that shit you talking about, and all that shit's encoded in your DNA. The only thing is you haven't caught up with that information that's encoded in your DNA. That takes evolution. It's almost like if your CPU is moving so fucking fast, and then you got another part of your computer that needs to interface with that for you to get information, then that other part of your computer that needs to catch up with that shit in order for you to get that information, that's what we call evolution. So we're evolving to a state of getting those answers, and you won't have to read them in the book. You won't have to get secondhand information. Now niggas is going to sleep and waking up and be like, I got it. You got what, nigga? The answer I was looking for came to me. I figured it out without somebody having to teach him that shit.
Exactly.
So all I'm saying is play your part, do your part, and enjoy the ride. Because we're part of some shit that's big, you know, and all that shit will be answered in due time. I think it's gonna be answered in our lifetime, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think as I say about it's a lot of shit coming. I can't wait though. That's why, you know, I can't wait for it.
Things are getting a little clearer.
Yeah, definitely. The fact that we having these type of conversations is a testament to things have changed, and people now are vibrating on the greater mysteries of life versus, you know, who gonna win the Super Bowl next year. You know,
or what? Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They keep us occupied with entertainment and shit.
Yeah. We're at the 120 mark. I like to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Everybody that came through.
Who that? You watched what? You watched the two, nigga. Not just the kids.
They was talking about that movie Up. The nigga said,
oh yeah.
He's telling me I watched it too. Hell yeah, I watched Up a shit a gazillion times. That shit is a classic, man.
I gotta watch. I only watched Up once. I guess I gotta keep watching to get more info out of it, right? I got a lot out of it, but I guess it's more.
But you know what? It's kind of like that flat Earth Antarctica story a little bit,
right?
With the Admiral Byrd guy that I was talking about.
Right.
Go back and watch Up. You some little nuggets in there. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I forgot to run our intros, but we're gonna run both intros on the way out, since we are broadcasting on POD, Put Out the Rec, and Brainwashed on Heavy, and our Facebook groups. So I'm gonna go ahead and run both of those, just for the sake of the fact that we representing both platforms tonight. Sister J had to cut out early, but we thank her for coming through and, you know, blessing us with a little bit she did. But tonight was just a show where we wanted to chop it up and talk and get into just casual conversation, man. You know, this type of shit we be talking about, just sitting around. This is what the brothers talk about, you know, that shit. Everybody that was in the chat, my man Omar, you know, appreciate y'all coming through and supporting. Please like and share. Hit the like button on the videos. Also subscribe. We also like to thank my brother Ricks, who came through and blessed the platform with his presence. I appreciate when all my brothers come through and add on to the bill. And on that note, we're gonna run these outros as well as the intros. And on that note, you know, everybody be peace. All right, I'm out.
Peace.
Hey, yo.